Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be talking about piercings. It's not something that I've really had so much you guys asking on the channel, but it's something that I get a lot in real life, and like it's like one of the number one things people go to me when they see me. They go, "Oh, did that hurt?" And I'm like, well, a lot of people ask me. This is I suppose it's like commonly asked questions that I get. So a lot of people will come to me and they'll be like, why is that? And also I had braces, so they'd assume that my braces was like optional, and they were like, oh, you know, complimenting me saying, you know, I like your style, and I was like, it's braces? I like the way I say that sounds kind of like, oh, maybe they're complimenting your style. No, literally they would talk about my braces and say it looks really nice, and like, you know, why did I get braces? Like, come on, teeth, you know, that's what they do. I mean, I have this thing, and I get really offended when people ask me about my piercings, because, and I know this sounds really weird, okay, so like, don't ask me about my piercings unless you're gonna get one yourself, but like, people, and I'll say this like loosely, but like regular people who don't have any like facial piercing like I do, they will come to me, and like one of the first things they'll say to me is like, oh, did that hurt? And I feel like they're not asking that because they're interested in getting a piercing. I think it's just that kind of gateway question, you know, trying to be like polite but nosy. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, for example, if you saw someone who looked different across the street, you might stare. This, for me, this is how I interpret it. Like, you're asking me, did that hurt? You're asking me, can I stare at you and be like, oh, yeah, without making it bait and being rude, when all you want to do is have a look and be like, oh, why you like that, you know? And like, that is totally fine. Just ask me that. Just be like, because okay, yeah, that's like annoying, but like, I find it more annoying when you like, did that hurt? Because you're not asking because you want to know, because you want to get it yourself, you know what I mean? Like, it just really cheeses me off. It makes me super angry because I just think it's rude. You don't care. Don't pretend to care. Yeah, like, don't waste my time. Just stare at me and just be like, you know. I've had, I used to work in a pub, and I had some people who would drink and think it is acceptable to say disgusting, seedy things to me, and they would say things like, because I have facial piercings, they'd be like, oh, I bet you've got your vagina pierced, I bet you've got your nipples, and I'd be like, ew, no, why are you even like saying this to me? I don't know you, so this, you're crossing the line. It's way over there. You're like in my space. You're saying gross shit to me. Like, I don't want you like thinking about my vagina piercings. For the record, I don't have one, but like, I don't want you to think that I have one and be like and like gross and seedy about it. Like, A, that's a personal question. You shouldn't be asking me that. And then if I say that I don't start arguing me and saying that I do. Like, I think I know my vagina better than you do. It's just like gross things, and people always kind of give you that eye. And here's the thing, they'll go, oh, do you have any piercings anywhere else? And they give you that little look up and down, and you're like, ew, stop thinking that. Seriously. And then sometimes I'll just be like, no. Sometimes I'll just be like, well, I have my belly button done. Because I do. Because they're giving you the eye down. You know they want like below the face piercings that they're interested. They want to know because they're gross. But yeah, I don't have any piercings like that. You know, by all means get them. I quite like them myself, but I just don't have any. But like, if you don't know someone, don't ask about it because it's disgusting. Like, you're not going to go to a random person in the street and be like, oh, what bra size are you? Let me look at your pants. Like you don't say this stuff. Like, you don't even go to a guy and go like, show me your dick. Do you have a piercing? Do you have like a weird tattoo down there? Like, this is personal things. Maybe share it with like your friends. Your friends can ask. Like, bear in mind, if you're my friend, ask away. Like, I literally don't give a shit because like, you're in my kind of like bubble of like closeness, like it's chill, we can have a laugh about it, but like when I don't know you, it's highly inappropriate, like super inappropriate. I can't even. Piercings wise, what do I have? How many kind of things? So I have 5 ear piercings. So I have one in this size, which actually was stretched, so it's kind of like slightly bigger hole. So like if I have a really heavy earring, you can kind of, it stretches and you can kind of see. And then I have along here I have 3, but unfortunately I'm only wearing 1 because I need to get little studs that look cute so I can pop them in there. And then I've got my Dave pierced, and that was like a really random piercing because I'd never been into like that kind of stuff. But then my mate was like, let's get a piercing. I was like, oh my god, let's get a piercing. So we both went and got a Dave done, and that's like super cool. That's my ears. Then I have my bridge done, which actually used to be my favourite piercing, but now it's not that I don't like my piercing, but like when I first got it, it was deeper in my face, like the bar was longer, it was like more in, and it's grown out the same way like any kind of surface piercing like an eyebrow does, but I think it grew out quicker because my piercer probably didn't put it in deep enough, because like literally it grew out within like 3 months and it was like already tiny, and like maybe my bar now is like 6 mil and before it was like 12. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just significantly shrinked, and it's disappointing, and also because it's like shrunk, it's not quite straight, and it's just like weird. But like, to be honest, it looks weirder if I don't have it. So like I always say it looks like a turtle nose. Like if I take it out, it's just like a weird little turtle nose on my nose. But yeah, it used to be my favourite. Right now my favourite is probably my septum. That is a painful piercing. Like people might ask what is your most painful piercing. I would say my septum, not because when you get it done it's the most painful, because to be honest I think all the piercings that I've had, they're like through the skin, done, put the ball on, like, and that's it. And so none of them are especially painful. They all kind of feel the same to me, at least from what I remember. But like the aftercare is the most painful, because like the bar will naturally move, right? You see this, moves easy peasy, and sometimes it will move and I don't know. Oh, I'm sweating a bit. Why you've got a whole healing and it's all scabby and the bar moves, it basically tugs on the scab and it breaks the scab, and like your nose is like really sensitive anyway. Have you ever like out of curiosity tried to like pluck a nose hair? It's fucking pain. Oh my god, it's owies. So when you've got like really sensitive bit here and the scab pulls and the fucking thing breaks and it's like this is literally reenactment. I'd be like, it move and I'd suddenly go, ow, Jesus, ah, and it was that painful. I was not even lying. And the thing is, because it constantly break, it was a little bit long to heal. I mean, I don't think, like, I think my longest piercing to like heal was my Dave, but like that's because I kept like picking at it. But like yeah, it was very painful and it was kind of annoying. Another inconvenience piercing was my lip piercings. So like I first got this one done and then I got this one after. Unfortunately, I just have like the worst experience with piercings because they're not straight. So if I do this, see, this one is like more out. So like, that's not even me making my mouth weird. It's like in a totally different position. But that is fine. Like I've become cool with it. I've accepted it. But like I remember as soon as I got it done, and I was 15 at the time. So my first piercing, I was 15. I went and I got my lip pierced, and I went to McDonald's to eat a Big Mac. That was not a good idea because my mouth had like swollen. I had this bar that you kind of don't mean to, but you bite. And so I've tried to take a bite of this burger. Like it's hard to bite and it's like hurting because it's like tugged on it. Man, oh my Jesus. Do not try and be ambitious. Like eat your burger first, then go get your piercing. Like, no thanks. But I haven't actually had any horror stories really with piercings or anything like that. Why do I say that? I had a stretcher in this year, as I said, and like the reason I took it out was because I was like, I was maybe at like 1 centimetre. And like, I was happy and I decided I'd get myself a plug. Oh, I wonder if I'll be able to find that. Anyway, but I was like, cool. And at the time I was at uni in Southampton, and I was like walking across, and you see those little people with their little gypsy stalls, and she had like these little plugs. And so I bought one, and I was like, oh yeah. And instead of being like a normal person and getting home and cleaning it and putting it in my ear, I was so excited that I just shoved it straight in my ear. And then not long after that, I got like infection, and it went all crispy and pussy and gunky, and I just had to take the whole thing out because it was disgusting. And like at this point, my ear had already healed from like stretching it, so I thought it'd be fine. So like sometimes I'll buy a piercing like for my mouth, and I know this is disgusting, but I'll just like shove it in, or like for my belly button, I don't even wash it sometimes, you know. And that's fine, or at least for me, because my piercing is like healed, so like I don't personally see anything wrong with it for myself. Like, you know, oh, you're gross, Phoebe. Like, yeah, I am. Sometimes I'm too excited, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it in now. But I know that my body is quite chill with that, and I'm not gonna have any like reaction with it. But then these kind of things, they're like sealed when you buy them, so maybe like less people have been touching them, whereas if it's on a market, like everyone's going to have a look at that. So I feel like that's probably why that happened. I also have my nose pierced in my nostril, and I haven't got a piercing for it, but I could easily just pop it in. There might be like a little bit of skin covering it, but you could just pop that, and that sounds disgusting, but like it'll be easy to get back in. I really did like that actually, and I should try and buy a little hoop or something and wear that. Then I had my belly button done when I was, I don't know, but with my belly button again, just like all my fucking piercings, it's like slightly wonky, I think. And I got that at the same time as my sister got a piercing. I think we both got our bellies done, or she got hers like redone, or I don't know, we both went together to get our piercings. I don't think there was anything wrong with that, I just felt like it was slightly off. And then the person was like, oh, whatever bullshit excuse, insert here. And like the thing was, the place where I got like my lip piercings, they were like super expensive and like credible apparently, yet they still fucking managed to like ruin this. And then, yeah, that's it. When I got this one done, I was like, yeah, that's not even. And he was like, no, it's just because it's swollen, like literally. It doesn't swell the second you put it in. Like, at least in my body doesn't. It'll swell a little bit later, you know, but like, don't bullshit me. Everyone knows this ain't straight. So in total, I will count the piercings that I have, just don't have bars in, because they're still like usable piercings. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 piercings. And I would like to get more. In fact, actually, I was always dreaming of getting my smiley done, which is this little bit here. Like, no, look at it. You see that weird line in between the bits of your lip? You can get that pierced, and it's called a smiley. But actually, I don't think I will get it done, because I quite like having teeth. Because before, like, obviously my braces, and I was like, should I get my braces off, and I might get my smiley done, but like, I am actually quite happy seeing what my teeth look like. And a lot of my piercings are very like central, and so I think, why am I going to get another central thing? I don't know, that's not what I'm doing purposely, it's just a thing, I don't know. And here is a quick fun fact. It's not a quick fun fact, it's just something interesting to know about myself and my family and piercings and stuff like that. So pretty much everyone in like my immediate family has their tongue pierced. So my mum, my dad, my brother, my sister, a couple of my aunts, maybe one of my uncles, not 100% sure. But like a lot of people in my close family have tongue piercings. And well, you might be like, well, Phoebe, why don't you get a tongue piercing? And I'm like deep down one of those people who like, if everyone else is doing it, I won't do it, you know. So like, I might watch a TV show way after it's come out when the hype dies, because I don't want to be like watching it. I don't know, I'm really weird, okay. Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm non-conformist, but I'm conforming to being a non-conformist. stupid cycle. But I was like, ew, no, I'm not getting my tongue done. I'm gonna get my face done instead. And here we are, like literally. There is no particular reason why I have my piercings. I just like piercings. I feel like, you know, a lot of people who get tattoos say, you know, they get like the tattoo bug, and once they get one they want to get more, and I feel like it's very similar with piercings. And like a commonly asked question is, do you like pain or something? Like, why do you get them? And it's literally just, I think they look nice. You know, I think it's kind of it's nice to see people with different piercings, or like a mix and match kind of thing. The same way that like you might wear a little bit of makeup, or you might have your hair nice, or an earring. Like, I feel like my face jewellery gives me that kind of confidence that you get with like makeup and stuff. So like when I don't wear my piercings, I feel really, really weird, like ugh. But such is life. So that was commonly asked questions about my piercings, everything you kind of need to know. If you have any more questions, then let me know. I will answer them as soon as I see them. And I mean, if you think that you've had a piercing that hurts way more than your septum and I'm just being a baby, let me know, because I'm all into like piercings and stuff. I'm really interested in it. You know, tell me what kind of piercing combinations you have. If you have like 30, I would love to know. That's awesome. But yeah, thanks guys. Subscribe. I know I've been a little bit poop. If you want me to make a video about why I've been poop, I can totally do that. That's fine. I don't know if you guys are interested, but hopefully I will get my, like literally my channel was growing, everything was good, and then I started going so like let's keep growing. We need to get to 1,000 subscribe, guys. Come on, let's do it. Do it. Yes. Okay, thanks guys. Stay lazy. Bye.